I want to talk to you about something. Fear. Specifically the fear of vlogging. And pardon the umbrella, but it's like 95 degrees out here, and I'm not trying to have the sun beaming down on me. But anyway, I see a lot of people saying that they want to start vlogging, but they're afraid to do it in public. And that got me thinking, what exactly are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being judged? Are you afraid of being critiqued? Are you afraid of looking awkward? Are you afraid of receiving funny looks because you're talking to a camera, like you're talking to another person? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. People are going to judge you and critique you regardless of whether you have a camera in your hand or not. People are going to judge the way you look, your physique, your clothes, the kind of car you drive. You know, there are many things people are going to notice about you when you're out in public. But does the critique of those things or the judgment of those things make you fearful of leaving the house and going out in public every day? Of course not. So that's the mindset you got to have when you're vlogging. If you know you're going to be critiqued or judged regardless, you might as well put a camera in your hand and get some footage out of it. Let me tell y'all a quick story. I've been on YouTube for about a couple of months now. Now, when I first got on YouTube, I hated editing. I enjoyed shooting the videos, but I hated the editing process. It just felt like a chore. And I asked myself, why? Why did I not like editing? Well, the reason is because I wasn't good at it. And because I wasn't good at it, I didn't have the confidence. And because I lacked the confidence, I didn't think that I would be good enough to edit a video as creative as I could shooting a video. So if you're afraid to vlog in public, then that's where the problem lies. Your lack of confidence. But in order to be confident at something, you got to be good at it. In order to be good at something, you got to practice it or do it. The same way I practice that editing. So I say that to say this. The only way to conquer that fear is to go out and face it. You know, somebody giving you advice on how to conquer your fears can only do but so much for you. Eventually, you're gonna have to go out and face it yourself. That's really the only way. Because one thing about me is that I hate being afraid to do something. Like, that really bothers me. If I'm scared of something, then I gotta go out and I gotta conquer it somehow. So for you, what you gotta do is just grab a camera, push record, and face it. There's really no way around it. I mean, I did it. I'm not special, so I know you can too. But let's be honest, most people don't even care. They're way too caught up in their own lives to be worried about what you're doing. So the average person couldn't care less about you filming yourself in public. And how do I know? Sometimes when I go back and look at some of the footage that I've shot, whether it be editing or just reviewing, what I do is I look at some of the people around me, right? I don't pay attention to myself. And what I want to see is if anybody is staring at me, if anybody is paying attention to what I'm doing, and rarely is that ever the case. And if somebody does look at me, it'll just be a quick glance and they'll just go about their business. They're not really too worried about what I'm doing. And for the few people who do or who may stare at you, they're not staring at you from a place of judgment. More than likely, it's from a place of admiration or curiosity. They're genuinely curious about what you're doing. They want to know whether you're a YouTuber, whether you have a TikTok account, and what kind of content you create. And I think that brings a certain level of admiration because they know that they wouldn't have the courage to pull out a phone and vlog in public. So if you do get those stares, just know that it's not coming from a place of judgment. It's coming from a place of respect. So just embrace it. So the purpose of me making this video is to help you remove that fear. Because to be honest, what is there to fear? Nothing. It's only your mind.